Alright, welcome back everybody. Thanks for joining me one more time for another installment of Hoggie's Quick Beer Reviews. I wanted this one to be the first official review I did up here in the lovely Vero Beach, Florida, because I've lived in Miami for over 16 years and I just moved upstate. Vero Beach is on the east coast of about Central Florida, known as the Treasure Coast, this area is. And I like Florida. I'm staying in Florida. I got family in Orlando. I got family in Tampa. I'll still be going down to Miami every so often. So I figure, what better beer to review, to be my first official review up here, than a beer from Tampa? And this is from the highly touted Cigar City Brewing Company in Tampa. I'll show you what we got here. This is called Marshal Zhukov's Imperial Stout. Now, before I get into the beer, let me give you guys a little history on Cigar City Brewing. They are in Tampa, in a section of Tampa, or named for a section of Tampa, actually called Cigar City. Ybor City, as it's actually known, also known as the Little Havana of Tampa, at one point was the world's largest cigar producing city or region. It was founded in the late 1800s. And for the most part, the residents of that city and the workers were Cuban immigrants and other Hispanics. There was a lot of Latin influence there, obviously, with the cigars and being in Florida. It still exists, and the brewery was basically founded to share that history with everybody, and all their beers have kind of a Cuban theme to it. Their website says that their beers are designed to pair beautifully with Cuban food. And in case you're wondering, this is a Russian name, not a Cuban name. But remember, Cuba and Russia have been allies for quite some time. They have communist ties, so it only makes sense. Marshal Zhukov's Imperial Stout. Matter of fact, let me read what it says on the bottle here. I'll read the beginning of it, because as you can see, I have a nice little paragraph there. I'll just read the top. It says, "This Russian Imperial Stout is dedicated to Gregory Zhukov, whatever. Arguably one of World War II's finest generals, and a man bold enough to appreciate the rich, complex flavors of a beer brewed to match the intensity of a Russian winter. Like military geniuses, Russian Imperial Stouts reach their peak with a little age on them. So we release Marshal Zhukov's Imperial Stout in sweltering August, so that it will be at peak flavor come January or February." We're almost in February 2010, so that's about right. Opaque and black in color, and starts talking about the taste and the aroma. I'll jump ahead to the last line, which says, "Zhukov's Imperial Stout pairs well with mushroom solyanka, dark chocolate, cherries, and ground wars in Russia." At least they have a sense of humor. So yeah, I just picked this up a little while ago, threw it in the freezer for a little while, and have let it warm up since. So this should be at about the perfect temperature. Now, I've had Cigar City beers requested before. I've been wanting to try them since I found out about them. Could never find them in Miami. There's a place that has a couple of them up here. So whenever I see something new from them, I will be picking it up. And I've been told that this is very good by a friend who's had it. Beer Advocate. It only has 58 reviews. These beers don't have wide distribution. But out of those 58, it gets an A- overall. Categorized as a Russian Imperial Stout at 11.5 ABV. Okay, so that's that. Now, this should be, I've become a big stickler for proper glassware, but at the same time, you know what, if you can't, you can't. I wasn't going to go out and spend money on a snifter or something appropriate for something like this. My only glass that I have here is my new Hurricane Wings glass, so it will have to do. And, I work for a paint company now, and these little things, paint gallon closer, but it can make a really good impromptu opener, especially since plain cap says nothing. No need to save that. So here we are, trying a beer from Florida. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, okay. Thought it wasn't going to work. I haven't had this happen before with this opener. It's been working fine. Blame the bottle. But there we go. Whoa. That smells intense, I got to admit. And it's very smoky. And black as hell. Pour a little sloppy down the middle here, try to get some head. My goodness, that has got to be the darkest head I've ever seen on a stout. No doubt about it. That is, wow. Guys, this is dark. This, I mean, there's brown ales that aren't as dark as the head on this beer. My goodness. It's like chocolate milk. Like dark chocolate milk, just a head. Impressive. I'll just leave it at that. Let me see if I can get you a close-up here. And you know what? I got a couple lights, I got the windows open, and I don't see anything through this, man. This is black. This is black as hell. Dirty motor oil. Roasted malts, chocolate, hint of cherry, molasses. Man, that's complex. There's a lot going on here. There really is. Hint of caramel in there. There's some sweetness, chocolatey sweetness. Milk chocolatey almost. Wow. You know, and I held off. When I saw they had Cigar City, I got all happy. Then when I saw that all they had was the Stout and a Winter Warmer, it brought me down. Because they have the Hialeah IPA, which I'm dying to try. They have a Maduro Nut Brown, which I'd love to try. They have a Bolita Brown. I won't explain that, but whatever. It's another brown ale. I want to try that. And shoot, Stout and Winter Warmer. But I don't regret buying the Stout at all now because it smells amazing. So, enough with that. I'm trying it. Wow. Alcohol hit me right away. Right as it hit my lips, I don't know if I just caught a whiff of it or what, but I felt it. The heat from the alcohol. It is 11.5. And that first impression was like hard liquor. Obviously, it's in the taste, it's not that harsh, it's not that heavy, that's strong, I mean, but it hits you. And the temperature is just about right. It's approaching room temperature, so that's good. But yeah, man, that's a heavy body. It's a heavy body. I mean, it's pretty thick. The head alone is very thick, very foamy. And all those flavors hit you at once. Catch a little bit of hops on that first sip, like right as you're sipping, and you get that roasted malt, kind of a powdery chocolate flavor and texture. A little bit of molasses, kind of a brown sugar kind of thing going on. I mean, it's thick, it's a little bit grainy, and that alcohol, you feel the warmth. You'll drink it down and then the warmth will come back up. So this is great for winter. This really is. It's a shame it's not that cold around here anymore, because this, at about room temperature, maybe a little below, on a really cold night, this will warm you up and be a great nightcap beer. A little bit of licorice. I mean, yeah. Guys, this is complex. I can't say enough about this. And it's a little bit of hops on the finish as well. You get the roasted malt, you get that slightly burnt, smoky flavor, but it blends in so well with the other flavors. The chocolate flavor, kind of the molasses and brown sugar. I mean, it's so well balanced. You know, it's not like your typical stout where it's just mostly roasted malt and some other stuff. This is everything jumbled together. Very, very balanced. And it's, look at that, sticking to the glass very well. Guys, Cigar City, I understand the hype now. I really do understand the hype. I want to go back and buy another one of these and age it for a while, because this should age very well. This is a good winter beer. This is one hell of an Imperial Stout. This has got to be one of the most complex beers I've had. I mean, this just has everything going for it. As far as a good, thick, strong stout, you can't go wrong. Cigar City, thumbs up. This, glass full. No way around it. So, now you know. Cigar City's top-notch stuff, and whatever else I see from them, I'm picking up and bringing it to you guys. So stay tuned, and cheers.